Hello, and welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station. We are going live here from the Duwamish Longhouse, signing of the Field Act right here on location. We are going to go to him very shortly here, as the Field Act is about to be signed by Governor Inslee. And as you can see, there are the scenes from the location as the bill is about to be signed in just a short amount of time. The Healthy Environment for All Act, HEAL, and that's going down at the Duwamish Longhouse. During today's broadcast, you will hear a strong performance by Blake Shelafoe and speeches from James Rasmussen, State Senator Rebecca Saldana, State Representative Harris Talley, Yolanda Matthews of Puget Stage and Community Council Leader of Friends Centered, Lucy Madrigal of Skagit Valley Farmworker and Promotora, Community to Community, Magdelena and Cano of Youth from Duwamish River Cleanup Coalition, and more. And of course, you'll see the Governor of Washington State, Inslee, sign the HEAL Act into law. We're going to go to our correspondent on location, Robert. Can you hear us? Our correspondent at the Duwamish Longhouse on location, Robert. Can you hear us? Hello, Robert. Can you hear us? Obviously, we can hear the slight sounds, but we cannot hear from our correspondent. So we are going to keep it here live, of course, as we are live on location from the Duwamish Longhouse for the signing of the HEAL Act by Governor Inslee. And well, we here at Rainier Avenue Radio have a lot going on, of course. We are celebrating American Asian and Pacific Islander Month, AAPI, during the month of May. And we have a lot of great programming in addition to our long-standing programs like Seattle Here and Now and Afternoons with Monique. That are doing special programming for Seattle for Asian Pacific Islander Month. Also, Phil Am Radio that goes down on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Seattle Here and Now is at 6 p.m. on Thursdays, and after Thursdays at 1 p.m. And you can see the entire schedule of American Asian and Pacific Islander Month. At the latest right now, right here on the screen, shortly. Sorry, oh, that's not it. There we go. There it is. Yeah, you can see some of this programming that we have coming up here. We also got a panel going on the 19th. That is an anti-Asian hate and bias lunch and learn. Also, on the 25th, we'll watch and listen to the Asian Voices Initiative. That'll be 25th at noon. And we also got some baseball games going on today at 3:30. You'll be able to watch and listen to a game between Seattle Prep and Lakeside. And that one will go down at 3:30 today. And you can see the flyer real quick right there. There at 3:30. We'll be at Steve Fox Field covering that game live for you between the Lakeside Lions and Seattle Panthers live on Rainier Avenue Radio. We'll be doing the high school games all week long. There'll be basketball games on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and baseball on Monday and Thursday that we will cover live, of course, right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue. Looks like we're still waiting going from the Duwamish Longhouse as we do not have any contact with our correspondents, unfortunately. So we are playing this by ear to find out what's going to happen, which we just lost him completely, it looks like. We, of course, are live right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. In just a few moments, we'll go back to the Duwamish Longhouse with our correspondent, Robert, who is on the scene. We'll wait for him to connect back to our broadcasts as we try to cover everything live right here. Let's see. I think we got him back. He's connecting his devices, so wait just momentarily for that. But yeah, momentarily, you will be witnessing and watching the signing of the HEAL Act, the HEAL Act for Healthy Environment for All Act, be signed into law by Washington State Governor Jay Inslee. With you'll also see some song performances from Blake Shelafoe, speeches from James Rasmussen, State Senator Rebecca Saldana, State Representative Harris Talley, Yolanda Matthews of Puget Sound Sage and Community Council Leader of Front and Centered, Lucy Madrigal of Skagit Valley Farmworker and Promotora, Community to Community, Magdelena and Cano of Youth from Duwamish River Cleanup Coalition, and more. And let's see here. Looks like he's connected, but we are not seeing any sights or sounds at the moment from our correspondent, Robert, who is on location at the Duwamish Longhouse. We are awaiting that as you are tuned in live. Hey, if you ever want to, if you're ever short on food and you want to get some free food, we here at Rainier Avenue Radio do a free community food giveaway every Saturday, and that goes down. I gotta move that. There we go. That goes down every Saturday, and you can watch that. I mean, not watch it. Show up 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can just come get you some food, as we like to say, rain or shine, and that's every Saturday here at Rainier Avenue Radio at our location of 810 23rd Avenue. So that's 810 23rd Avenue, Seattle, Washington, 98122. Just come up. You can come with a bag. You can come up with it or anything, and everyone will assist you and get you some free food as everyone is struggling during these times. And for the services that we offer, obviously we offer them for free, but as always, you can donate by going to rainieravenueradio.world/donate. Several different options that you can do. You can donate to our Venmo. You can donate via Shunpike, and all the directions that you need to be able to donate are all right there. rainieravenueradio.world, donate. And then every Saturday, of course, come get you some food. That's right. Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Show up anytime during that time, and we'll get you some free quality food for your pantry. So you can save just a couple of bucks here and there and have a little bit less stress during these times. So we are still awaiting our correspondent, Robert, on the scene at Duwamish Longhouse for the signing of the HEAL Act by Governor Jay Inslee. We have lost both audio and video. He is connecting, of course, in these times. Difficulties may persist in technology, and we try to do the best that we can. But like we said, you can tune in today at 3:30 p.m. when Lakeside Lions take on the Seattle Prep Panthers. And that goes down at 3:30 p.m. And you can watch that live on Rainier Avenue Radio from Steve Cox Field. It'll be our first baseball game of the season, not at the Rainier Beach field. Of course, we'll be going to some other locations in the coming weeks. It looks like this Thursday, we'll be covering the O-Day at Garfield game, also at 3:30. All baseball games that we are covering on the schedule in the coming weeks are all at 3:30. But you can also check out a couple of other games coming up. On the 24th of May, you got Eastside Catholic and Garfield. And you got Lincoln and Cleveland on the 27th. And on 31st, you can check out Cleveland at Franklin right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. And also on the June 3rd, we got Eastside Catholic JV at Rainier Beach. Okay, I think we got a signal from our folks, Robert, at the Duwamish Longhouse. However, I'm not seeing or hearing anything like before. Just oh, there we go. We got a visual now. Looks like things are just about to get to order. I think I see someone about to speak. And we'll take it up to when someone starts speaking right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station. Looks like festivities are just about to start. Someone's about to take the podium. It looks like it. Okay. And nope, I guess not. We're just in a couple of minutes here. Just in a couple of minutes, we'll take it live there. You're listening to your community radio.
Good morning,
station.
everyone. Good morning.
There
everyone.
it is.
We're just about to start. Okay, I'd ask that we just
people with water. I am Duwamish, and I live here in Seattle. I said everything twice so you can hear me. I'm using our big house voice to speak with you today. I don't really like using a microphone because a long time ago our people didn't have devices. We didn't have pens. We didn't write it down. We spoke. We would speak to you if we had to speak to a big crowd in our big house voice. So today, I just
And looks like the signal has momentarily dropped. We are trying to fix the internet connection to bring you a stronger signal.
In our teachings, in our ways, I'm not just going to stand up here and sing a song for you. I'm going to tell you why I'm singing this song. I'm going to explain this song to you because that's important to us as Salish people. These are our traditions. So the song I'm sharing with you today is an honor song. The first chorus is for the Creator. We thank Creator for everything, the trees that we have to build our buildings, the people around us that surround us every day, the environment that we're protecting. We thank the Creator for that. The second chorus is for our elders and our children, the most important people in our villages. Our elders teach us our lessons, and that's our. The third is for all the little things. All the little things that we have today that we take granted for. And the fourth And why I just wanted to share that before I just started singing because it's important in our traditional way, and I'm not just, here to be tokenized as a singer. That's why I'm.
Looks like we have another connection interruption as we are live on location for the signing of the Healthy Environment for All Act, the HEAL Act from the Duwamish Longhouse. We are waiting our correspondent, Robert, to find a solution for his internet issue that has it currently paused for the opening ceremony before. Looks like we have completely lost the signal from Robert again. We are live on location at the Duwamish Longhouse for the signing of the Healthy Environment for All Act HEAL with our correspondent Robert on location as he tries to remedy his connection issues. And we try to deliver this signing by Governor Jay Inslee of Washington State to the best of our ability. And well, tomorrow we have some basketball that we'll be broadcasting. We'll be doing girls and boys games right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. And those games going down with let's see here. Sorry about that. Just verifying so I don't give you incorrect information here. Yes, 18th tomorrow we will be doing Lincoln at Cleveland. So we'll be at Cleveland for Lincoln's game there. Girls and boys. So you can watch the girls at 5:45 and you can watch the boys at 7:30. And then Wednesday, more Metro League right here in Seattle basketball. You got Roosevelt and Rainier Beach taking on each other. Again, girls at 5:45, boys at 7:30. And Friday, more basketball. This time, more Rainier Beach too. It'll be Franklin at Rainier Beach. And again, girls at 5:45 and boys at 7:30. And in addition to that, like I said, we'll be covering some baseball games. Today, 3:30 p.m., we'll be at Steve Cox Field to cover Seattle Prep and Lakeside, a game between a 4-1 Lakeside team going into this match with play-by-play by our own Juan Cotto, and Seattle Prep going into this one at 2-4. And on Thursday, we'll cover O'Day at Garfield. And it looks like we got another signal back from Roberts. We got a cursor going here trying to get a signal and get some sights and sounds of the signing of the Healthy Environment for All Act, HEAL, from the Duwamish Longhouse. As we await that signal to come in and get strong. Still no video, no audio, awaiting that. As we await our correspondent, I guess it's Roger. Sorry, it's Roger. My apologies. Roger. And we are waiting from Roger to get his audio and video in order. And we are back. Nope.
Duwamish Tribal Council for about 30 years. For her,
Looks like we have another interruption in the signal as we are trying to cover the on location from the Duwamish Longhouse, the signing of the Healthy Environment for All Act, the HEAL Act. And we are waiting on Roger to remedy his connection issues from the Longhouse as we cover this live on Rainier Avenue Radio. And of course, you can listen in live to us as we have a plethora of programming of all different shapes and styles and genres and opinions. And you can just check our schedule of all the wonderful programs that we run every single week. We had over 40 original shows with original content broadcasting this week, and over 2/3 of them are broadcasted live. We also have pre-recorded programming as well. And if you are looking to do your own show, just go to our website. You can go to rainieravenueradio.world, and you'll see that menu there. And you put your cursor there on shows. There'll be a drop-down menu, and you can just click apply for a show. And when you do that, just fill out the little application there in front of you. It's only a couple of questions, very quick, and then just click submit. And someone from Rainier Avenue Radio will be speaking to you shortly about your show and how to get it on the air, and any coaching that you need, any assistance that you need, will be there for you to help you broadcast your voice on your community radio station, broadcasting from the Central District here in Seattle. We are awaiting the signal to get reestablished with Roger here for the signing of the Healthy Environment for All Act, live from the Duwamish Longhouse, with speeches to precede a signing by Governor Jay Inslee of the bill. And well, what we're going to do here, since we are awaiting his return, we're going to just take a short commercial break. And when we come back, hopefully we'll hear from Roger.
You know you can't get enough of Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Metro League High School sports are back.
There's Jordan. Makes a stutter step inside, breaks a tackle. He's off and running. He's going to take it all the way.
Join Rainier Avenue Radio, your home team for Metro League football, basketball, baseball, girls soccer, track and field, bowling, and even more than that. We got you. Watch Metro League High School sports on Rainier Avenue Radio via Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You can listen in right at our website, rainieravenueradio.world, or download our app for free to listen and watch. Metro League High School Sports 2021 on rainieravenueradio.world, powered by the Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle, King County for Culture, and the Seattle Mariners.
Women are not an homogenous group.
We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
This is your Rainier Avenue Radio.world community update on Seattle Summer Camp. Are your kids bored in the house? Take them to summer camp. Children ages 5 to 12 can enjoy many enriching activities, from building Minecraft models with Legos, writing their own comic book stories, or staying active with sports and parkour. In-person and virtual summer camps are from June 21st through August 27th, with morning and afternoon camp times. Scholarships for summer camps are also available. To register, call 206-684-7481 or visit seattle.gov/parks. That's 206-684-7481 to register your child for summer camp today. This has been your Rainier Avenue Radio.World community update on Seattle Parks and Recreation summer camps.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.World.
It's May, and we will be celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month all month long here at Rainier Avenue Radio.World. Stay tuned to the special programs highlighting, celebrating, and honoring the contributions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Please check us out at www.rainieravenueradio.world.
Rainier Avenue Radio presents All Music, All Day Saturday. Music, All Day Saturday. This is Edwin Bailey, Bulldog Blue. Jazz from the Cabinets.
That's right. It's time once again for Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy.
Start Time.
Thanks for tuning in. My name is Paul Pierce. This is Start Time.
Saturdays, all music, all day. Reggae Hour, K-Fox Night Beat.
Looking for the perfect beat? Yeah, it's the beat of the box.
Fresh Juice with D-Money in the group.
Myself, D-Money. Honey Size Patron. Taylor Hart.
This is Spencia, the Northwest Rap Gang.
DJ Madrigal. Chad Cheddar. Northwest Rap Gang.
Sergio Lacour's Love Line.
It's Sergio's Love Lines with Sergio Lacour. Go to the phone line. Tell them who we talking.
Sea Monster Radio. Mo Jams. It's your jam.
We're live. Welcome to Mo Jam Mondays. This is KZ of KZ Music Media. Caller Goddess for Mo Jam Mondays.
Just my God is inspiration. All day and all night. Saturdays on Rainier Avenue Radio.World. The Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle, empowering communities and changing lives. The Urban League has been there to serve when our community is at its lowest. It's never mattered what the crisis was. The systemic oppression remains constant for those most vulnerable. Here at the Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle, we'll be temporarily adjusting our hours of operation and available services. If you are in need of resources, we recommend that you give us a call at 206-461-3792. To make an appointment, press 0 and speak with the receptionist. Walk-in hours will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. And hey, we'll gladly work with you via phone as best as we can if you're exhibiting any signs of illness to assist you with information to save your home, find you a place to sleep, or connect you to job opportunities. The Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle. That's 206-461-3792.
Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at rainieravenueradio.world.
Well, hello again. We are live here from Rainier Avenue Radio studios in the Central District. As we are on location, our correspondent Roger is on location at the Duwamish Longhouse for the signing of the HEAL Act, Environmental Healthy Environment for All Act. And it looks like we have a visual. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it to him.
Senator Carlisle did tremendous work in our capital festival to get it through the Senate. Representative Cano, Harris Talley, and Fitzgibbon, who's going to work not just on these bills, but on multiple bills we'll sign today. Environmental Justice Task Force, which are Dick Rodriguez, and the organizing front and center, the Duwamish River Cleanup Coalition, Puget South State. know that reducing environmental health disparities requires making economic justice a central pillar of decision making in our state. This bill embeds that concept of environmental justice by including it in our strategic plan, our program, community engagement, and importantly on our spending decisions. That spending follows environmental justice. It doesn't just reverse that and make environmental justice boost on the train. It makes it the engine driving the train for environmental improvements in our state. It requires agencies to conduct environmental justice assessment for certain agency actions, as rulemaking, new grant and loan program, and agency proposed legislation. By explicitly considering how overburdened it may be impacted, agencies can develop ways to avoid that overburden and advance environmental health at the same time they advance environmental. And it sets important goals on more equitably distributed state spending to help environmental funds to reduce and provide environmental benefits throughout our state. It builds upon the environmental disparity that we've seen. We're using the mapping tools that are now available to show where this inequity is occurred. And it supports the needed state and staff capacity and interagency coordination to build expertise, share the lessons we learned, and to create effective process. This also puts meaningful public participation in front of the center of our effort to reduce environmental health disparities. It does in two ways. First, it establishes the Environmental Justice Council. It's made up of effective communities, environmental justice. It will advise us on our important work throughout our. Second, it requires agencies to develop community engagement that are specifically designed to provide meaningful involvement in the community. As the state begins to set a course towards greater environmental justice, we will inevitably learn lessons along the way and we will incorporate. This is not the end of this journey, this is the first step on it. And we want everybody to be with us to pull it in the same direction. So I'm committed to meeting these goals. Now I've said a lot about what this bill does. It sounds like process, but in process is results. It's time to put a process to work for environmental justice. That's what we do today. We studied this issue long enough, so it's time to start pulling. But we've got a head full of here, Senator Saldana up here.
I'm only halfway vaccinated, so I'll put my mask on, but I'm on the way, and I'm really grateful that our children are now safe. Just want to take a moment here with my dear colleagues who are joining me on making sure that we move forward. Today is a monumental day for our movement, for finance environment. And I want to thank our community members and agency staff who put in endless hours of work this session, but to being spoke earlier for years and years. And we are standing on the shoulders of so many environmental grandfathers who came before us. And the legislature is Senator Rebecca who started really making this a critical issue that the legislature needs to look at. And it's because of her that we have that environmental becomes on top of the area. And so I want to do a special thank you to Christy Hawk, who has been mostly the lone staffer there, but thanks to our work and to Bill First Environmental Justice Task Force, we're able to bring on James Rasmussen and Madrigal Lopez, who did incredible outreach work, and also to the co-chairs who David Mendoza and Mr. Rodriguez, who spent hours and hours making sure that we heard and the practice and the process of the EJ Task Force was grounded they held gatherings in all four corners of Washington State. They met before the here from Puget. And that is what informed this report that came out last December. And it's from that report that we built together the Heal Act and worked throughout the session to get it on. And it's important to me that we are putting in statute the definition of environmental justice. And this is the definition that they recommend. Environmental justice is the fair treatment and meaningful involvement of all people, regardless of race, color, national origin, or with respect to the development, implementation, and enforcement of environmental laws, regulations, and policies. And this includes an intersectional lens that drives the portion of environmental and health impacts by prioritizing society and conservation, equitably distributing those resources and benefits, and eliminating harm. It is about how we approach all the work that we do. And it's about those cumulative of the unintended and intentional lack of centering Black lives, Indigenous lives, communities of color, immigrants in our work. It's those practices that resulted in systems and institutions that have led to those disparities that we now see on our map. That shows that by design, certain communities across our state have much higher in health and in opportunity than others based on where they live. And so it's these policies that has brought us here today to undo those and to what the Governor said is to make sure that environmental justice drives all that we do as we move forward together for a Washington that is worthy of our children and our grandchildren, that is worthy of making sure that our air and our sand and our water are safe. And it is to what has been said, the work is now continuing, but it requires a doubling down, because what we're doing is we're advancing the system at the same time that we're building new structures and stores that are worthy, that will work for the future of life. So thank you all for being here today. I know that Representative Harris Talley wanted to also have her gratitude for those who are here today. Thank you so much, Sonia. I want to thank you for this. This was my first legislative session. And this point, because I think what's happening. It's been many years in the making. My youngest turned 6 on Friday. They weren't even born yet when this work started. I want to thank my president for continuing to put a centering of those voices on the front line. I want to thank you for what you said, Mr. King, about what it is for the I've been thinking about the law. This law, that's the climate law. This is about healing our communities. And the reason that this is a policy about process is because there has been process for generations that our communities, our histories were not right. That we don't mistake it. The laws that were making processes that we're not allowed to do is as good as we could have. But there would be nothing done about it. What healing means is that we have an opportunity with this policy to start happening. Amendment starts with the acknowledgement that we've done something wrong. And it asks you to make it right. And then it tells you to change the future. This act started a process for Washington State, and I hope everywhere across the country to start the amends of what it is intersectional policies that have had Black, brown, and people continue to take the burden of what is the most in-depth state of our society, from where we're supposed to live, where we're supposed to be, whether or not we will have clean air, clean water, and clean soil to grow to get and plant and all the food. I am ecstatic to see the senator from in our district. I don't want one more on. I think there's too early there.
one child that has asthma just because of their zip code. And I don't want any more pregnant people to worry about the health of the child that they're bringing into this world. I'm so delighted to be in a room with children today who will not know what it was like to hold that. Who will always know we are on the path. I want to thank every person here who did the work to get us here. Thank you.
Considering as our other colleague who was my champion in the last 3 years of this work and has continued to be a teacher and a partner of what it means to make sure that bodies that weren't always representative didn't have our community at the table, what it means to get so first and foremost, to the Duwamish people, as a Puget and Aleut woman from Southeast Alaska, I must introduce myself accordingly. My Puget name is Inslee. It comes from the very headwaters of the in-stream flow where the baby frogs live, where there's cool and clean water, where there's habitat, where the baby salmon grow. I come from Southeast Alaska. The power in this house flows through my skin as I stand with all of you. It flows through the bloodline. I stop to let the Duwamish people know the voices and the power that's felt here is overwhelming. It brought tears to my eyes. It's an honor to be in your house. Today is a day of celebration. It's a day to heal. Today we are bringing environmental health to all. As a Native American woman coming from Southeast Alaska, I grew up in the shorelines where Jasmine was thinking there was no asthma where I came from, your right governor. The foods that I ate were clean. When the tide was out, the table was set. When I first came to Washington State as a young woman, eager to bring everything I knew here, I looked at the Native American tribes and I said, where are your salmon? Where are your shellfish? Where are your seaweed? Where's your hooligans? They said, they're gone, Deborah. After 150 years of living in a pollution-based economy, the first Washingtonians had lost their foods. Their waters were dirty, their air was dirty. But they had hope. They had hope that a partner in a governor, a partner in a legislature, a partner in a local government, a partner in our advocacy, that the moms would step forward and say, the next generation of the baby will not grow up in the same environment as we once had. The HEAL Act is a celebration for all Washingtonians. Thank you to front and center who raised this, to a woman named Aiko, who sat down next to me and said, Deborah, our children drink the same water. Our children eat the same foods. Our children deserve the same as any child, no matter what your zip code is. It's a pleasure to work with my colleagues, my sisters from the Senate, my brothers from the Senate, my sisters from the House, my brothers from the House. I will work hard and continue to collaborate with them. Whether you are digging your hands in the dirt up in the Skagit that's been contaminated by pesticides, whether you're breathing the climate change fires in Eastern Washington, whether you're drinking the dirty waters or eating the foods that have bioaccumulative waste, we're going to address it together as a family in the state legislature, and more bills to come. We're going to raise our hands to the governor who spent his whole entire life telling us that a clean environment and climate change does exist, right? Climate change does exist. And no matter how many times Senator Carlisle or Senator Saldana or my wonderful new friend, Harris Talley, or my governor, they said, we'll just continue business as usual. Another 150 years of pollution-based economy. We're going to say no. We can build a better Washington for the next generation. We can make sound economic decisions with resilient environmental protection because we are Washington State. As the only Native American woman to represent Native Americans, Washingtonians in the state legislature, I sit on the floor with our beautiful. There are different languages, there are different colors, there are different religions, there are different loves. We in the Washington State Legislature truly represent Washington, and we have a governor who's not afraid to stand up and do something different and do it, because it's about time we do something right for the next generation. So thank you to the Duwamish people for allowing the split gap girl to stand in your homelands. And with that, I'll turn it back over to the next speaker.
Greetings and much gratitude to the Duwamish Tribe for hosting our community gathering today. Thank you, Honorable Tribal Chair Cecile Hansen, for your gracious and tenacious leadership as the longest-serving Indigenous woman in tribal affairs. It is with deep respect and honor that we are guests in this sacred space, home also to Coalition member and front and center James Rasmussen, whose remarks reminded us today of how HEAL is about a hard history and the future. On this special occasion of the HEAL Act bill signing, I want to ask that the governor and the many elected dignitaries who join us today, recognizing the power of the environmental justice community, a movement of frontline BIPOC people from all parts of Washington State. My name is Yolanda Matthews, and I serve as the co-lead of the Front and Center Council of Community Leaders. We are the most diverse coalition of community groups whose missions and work may be different, but we come together in solidarity around a shared vision for equity and environment and climate justice. As James mentioned, the passage and now signing of this monumental legislation is the result of our community's lived experiences, stories, and diverse expertise, which then became the eye-opening tool in the co-creation of the State Environmental Health Disparities Map, which accounted for the metrics of pollution, economics, and social determinants. It was no surprise to our communities that environmental health disparities are cumulative, and that where you live determines the quality and length of life. The revelation of the environmental health disparities map pushed us to go further out into the communities and listen again and again to what they are experiencing. The Environmental Justice Task Force further illuminated the truths which our frontline communities already knew, with dramatic recommendations on how to address the environmental health inequities, from reparations to agency goals and resources. We need a reset for the future. Today, what the HEAL Act represents is a question about how might we literally heal the inequities of the past in the midst of the biggest crisis we face: climate change, environmental degradation, and racial injustice, to ensure a more fair and equitable future. As a climate justice advocate and organizer for Puget Sound Safety, my work alongside the many coalition members of Front and Center is about answering that question and efforts to create a just transition. A future where equitable governance means our voices are at the table, like the much anticipated Environmental Justice Council and the HEAL Act. Community solutions are meaningfully considered through the HEAL Act's direction of the 7 agencies who must undertake environmental justice assessments, and the chance at regenerative economies of renewable energy solutions, through our voices having influence over the state agency incorporation of environmental justice principles, budgeting, strategic plans, and policy making. These are the policies which our coalition and frontline communities have worked so hard to organize and find, and now proudly champion as a continuing movement. While the HEAL Act signals the start of a new day for our state, it serves as a foundational milestone for which our frontline communities will build a just transition for all. Thank you.
I raise my hands high to the Duwamish Tribe, opening your home to so many of us, especially. I extend my greetings and gratitude to my sisters and brothers who labor together and have allowed us to arrive
at this organization. Our respects to the governor and to the many honorable dignitaries present today. It is an honor to be part of the ceremony signing the seal into law. My name is Madrigal, and I am a Promotora coordinator at Community Washington. I am a proud daughter to farmworkers in Skagit Valley, whose parents came here in search of America. I am joined by many farmworkers here today. My work, my family, neighbor, and the farmer I support under Promotora are all together part of the workers who feed, who harvest, and work the field in Washington to feed the world. We do this even in the middle of a global pandemic, with courage, dignity, and serious awareness of how our labor makes a difference. That is why, on behalf of the thousands of farm workers around the state, we feel like just the beginning and part of a new environmental health, equity, and justice. But what does environmental and justice mean? I can tell you that it means the need for more. I can tell you that it means the need for more safety and health measures to reduce the risk of heart-related illness, pesticide poison, respiratory care. I just worked the schedule to alternate the hottest hours of the day, rest breaks, and personal protective equipment to ensure that the task of harvesting and cultivation of food sustainable. These are just some of the ways in which we very clearly understand the impact for climate, environmental justice on a day-to-day level. For farm workers, the promise of the land is just For farm workers, the promise of the Hill Act is that our voices can be heard, not just our stories of hardship, but also our idea and expertise about practical effort solutions. It is about connecting our participation and insight as people who are doing our part to share and the stewardship responsibilities to care for the land, respecting Mother Earth, and cultivating the food system for our many different communities. My sister Yolanda mentioned our coalition work and vision for this transition. For farm workers, that means the transition to a healthy economic just must be a just one for at least a month. That we as farm workers must be given the chance to leave the building of a new economy that is both stable and equitable. One where we are not just harvesting food for other communities to thrive, but our families are also healthy, secure, and thriving. Community to community farm workers cooperative Tierra Libertad is one of many examples of working as sustainable community-driven farming. Centering frontline communities and principles of environmental justice. We are looking forward to sharing these other ideas as we engage in full implementation of labor.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Magdelena. Cano. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Magdelena. Cano. Before I continue, I want to say thank you to the Duwamish Tribe, thank you to the governor, and thank you to our community leaders who are here today. Thank you for the advocacy that has been put into the SEAL Act. And today we are here to celebrate nothing but something that will continue as the government mentioned. For me, I am here today. I am a 20-year resident Duwamish Valley community member with my family who immigrated from Michoacan, Mexico. We have been here for 20 years, and as our government mentioned, we have a lot of youth programs. And Jackson, who didn't know about asthma being not a thing anywhere else, that happens with many more of our youth down the Duwamish Valley, myself included. I was part of the Duwamish Valley Youth Corps and learned at the age of 14 that asthma was not something I was supposed to have. The health concerns were not something I was supposed to have. So I'm here today to say, as many of our colleagues and the government and everyone here in the community has mentioned, our identity, our zip code is not something that should determine our health and our safety and environment here in Washington in general. So I'm here also to say a little bit about myself, right? I mentioned my family is immigrant. We are in the Duwamish Valley. We didn't know about this, and youth involvement is really important to me because I am the community organizer of the Duwamish River Cleanup Coalition. I work a lot with communities, immigrant communities, my Somali communities, and I am working with them, bringing these resources, teaching them about the Duwamish River, teaching them a bit about the history, and I get a lot of questions about, okay, thank you, like, what can I do next? And that's where I feel like I get stuck. I feel like I need people to rely on. I need people to hold my hand. And with the kiosk today, I feel like I have that tool now, and where I'm not the only one in my community working towards a healthy and safe environment, but I can now count on stage and say, well, we have the kiosk. This tool can be used for our safety, for our health, and how can we see that being taken in place? So once again, I want to say the work is continuing. We are here together, and I'm just going to say this: united, we could all do the work together. So let's keep the advocacy, and thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today and talk to you all.
So this next song that I'm going to share is kind of sitting here listening and thinking about it. The song was gifted to our people when I was very, very young. I remember hearing the song, and the person that gifted it to us was Tim Hayat from the Quilly Nation. This is a healing song, so I think it's appropriate for what's going on today. I was asked to share songs, and I don't really come with an agenda. I don't come with a thought process of what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. I show up and I do it. And that's a lot of the time what it takes. So I'm going to share this song. Whoa, oh, yeah. Whoa, oh, yeah. Hey, oh,
concludes our ceremony with a signing by the governor. So if we could have people to and that's not the front center council and also members who were involved together. Co-chairs.
Well, Samuel, before I turn to Senate Bill 5141, I just want to make a comment about what kind of year it is for the state of Washington, what kind of month it is. May 2021, I think, is maybe one of the best months for justice in the history of our blessed state. I just signed a bill giving our hardworking agricultural workers, Lucy, overtime protections, long overdue for our hardworking agricultural workers. We're going to be signing some of the best laws in the United States to bring accountability and justice to our police system in the United States. And today we top this off with the HEAL Act. At the same time, I will be signing laws that protect against plastic pollution that I just signed, and a bill that will reduce carbon pollution to fight climate change. This is a great month for justice in the state of Washington. And I want to thank everyone who's behind me and in this longhouse. I hope you're enjoying that great step for justice. Senate Bill 5141 enacts key recommendations from the Environmental Justice Task Force to reduce environmental health disparities. We know environmental justice will now be a core part of Washington's strategic plan, of our programs, and of our community engagement efforts. The bill puts meaningful public participation from overburdened communities at the center of our efforts to reduce environmental health disparities, to dismantle environmental racism, to end the epidemic of asthma amongst our children. Now, there's some remaining uncertainty for fiscal and policy impact. The requirements in the legislature did not fully fund a few agencies on their expected costs. Therefore, I'm encouraging agencies to track their expenditures and request supplemental funding where resources provided currently fall short of the estimated needs. We need to keep talking to them. Every Washington we know deserves a healthy environment, and this bill is a monumental step in making that a reality. I want to thank prime sponsor Senator Saldana and all those who've made this a great month for justice in the state of Washington. Finally, I just want to tell you how I look at this bill. When I was sitting here listening to Blake singing, I looked over her shoulder, a picture of Princess Angeline. And if you look at her eyes, what this bill, in my mind, we want to do is when we make decisions in Washington state involving the environment or anything else, we want to look at it through Princess Angeline's eyes. And if we look through the eyes, or her eyes, we're going to make some good decisions in Washington state. With that, it's an honor to sign Senate Bill 5141. I'm happy about that. Okay, everybody smile for one picture here. Okay, we're all smiling now. All right. Who's this? Who's this? What's the name?
Environmental justice.
Yeah, remember. Good deal. Okay, congratulations. Anybody else wants a picture? Come on up here. Let's get some other things. Thanks, guys.
anybody else wants to pick? Nice.
Yes. Okay. That's what I was saying.